Hi everyone and welcome back into my channel. So today we are going to analyze my first semester as a whole. So if you're looking for a video where I analyze each and every one of the classes of the first semester of the first year of the degree in Diplomatic and International Sciences of the University of Bologna, you are in the right place but in the wrong video, because I made 3 separate videos for each and every one of them. So if you're looking for that, go to those videos. But today we are going to take a look at how those 3 classes mix together and the lessons I learned from each and every one of them as a group. Let's go on with the video. So the first thing I want to talk about when we analyze the semester as a whole and the things I learned from it is what I've been calling the slow start. What the slow start is that 2 out of the 3 classes we did were talking about things that we already studied in high school, and this helped us reducing the amount of material that we had to study. The first major effect that could be applied to every single person in my classroom and in my course is that it helped us to adapt to our new lifestyle, because shifting from high school to university is not easy, especially if you go from living with your parents to living alone is not easy. And this having less material to study meant more time for us, so more time that we could use to learn how to live by ourselves. And a minor effect of this is that I'm very excited, probably it is just me, but now in the second semester we have 3 classes about things that I've never studied before in microeconomics, history of political thought and sociology, and I'm very excited. And this leads me to the second major effect of the slow start, which is it made me, now I'm talking about myself because I know if it is something sure, but it made me appreciate more comparative legal system, which was the class that I've never studied before, because contemporary history studied that in high school, and also English. I've been learning English since I'm 5, so comparative legal system was something new and I loved it. I need to say that the teacher did an awesome job and most of the merits have to go to the teacher, but if we had other 2 classes that were overwhelming, I wouldn't have appreciated more our class. So yes, it was thanks to the teacher for most of it, but also it was an effect of this slower pace at the beginning of our university career. And I want to say one more thing about the slow start, and that is it cannot be applied in every single degree, because for us we have entry test, which is very hard, and the people that get accepted are very few. But for example in Italy, if you want to study law, there is not an entry course in most of the universities, so you just enroll, and if there was a slow start, nobody would leave university at the first year. And in my opinion, it is right what they have thought in Italy. So most of the hardest exams are in the first and second year, so that if you don't like what you're studying or if you don't find the motivation, you don't waste time in this degree, in this field of studies that you don't like. So if you see that the hardest exams could not be done for you, then you change career. And it is normal, it's not something bad that we need to shame people for, but giving them the opportunity to understand it as soon as possible is key for their future and for not wasting time and money. Now, after the 3 videos I made and what I just said, one question needs to be answered, and that is enrolling in a college worth it when it comes to the learning process and the things you learn? So I really enjoyed my first semester here, and a college diploma is key to get almost any job today. But I constructed the question in a way that we isolate only the learning process and the usefulness of the things I learn. And if we isolate them from all the value that university has, I actually agree with what Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and PayPal, what he said in a recent interview was that university is not for learning stuff. So the usefulness of university is that it shows that you can do chores for when you get a job. So you are reliable. But for learning, I think that in today's world, if you go on the internet, you can learn almost anything you want for free. And the things I've learned this first semester, I think that they don't give me a competitive advantage when it comes to finding or getting a job when I'm done with university. So I think there are a ton of things that can help you more than the principles and the knowledge that I acquired in my first semester here. So, trying to give a conclusion to what I just said, a college degree is necessary. It's a requirement for most of the jobs you can look for. But the knowledge you get is not sufficient. So you need to add more knowledge to your resume. And how to do that? Well, that is the exact reason why I created this channel, so I can show you, the viewer, what to do, and I can work on my public speaking, on my digital skills, but you don't need to open a YouTube channel to do that. You can focus on other things that can increase your value as a future worker, and that could be learn to code, computer, learn a new foreign language, that can always be useful, learn how to use correctly most of the software in the Microsoft Office pack, like Word and PowerPoint. Almost everyone can use them, but I think that not many people know how to use Excel correctly. I just started, I know that is something that can be very useful, so I'm trying my best to learn, but you can do that. There are tons of subjects and topics that can add knowledge and can add value, so that when you will be finished in 2 years, 3 years, you will be more likely to find a job, to keep that job, and to get a higher paycheck when it all comes down to money. So that brings me to the end of the video. If you got to this point, thank you, I'm very grateful. As I always say, I just started, so if you're still watching this, it means a lot to me. Please leave a like and subscribe. It's a little show of appreciation, but it means the world to me. And this said, thank you and see you in the next one. Bye guys.